Our Prime Minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, a multifaceted personality. 25th December, Ataljee's birthday. A man is neither small nor big, neither high caste nor low caste. A man is only a man. These lines were penned by a man who has a deep-rooted belief in man's innate humaneness, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. One needs sensitivity to write poetry. People believe that sensitivity and sensibility are often lost somewhere along the thorny path of politics. But this did not happen with Ataljee. He immortalized political events in poetry. His poetic mind was in turmoil when the Janata Party broke up. And from this turmoil arose these lines. Who can hear the sigh of a broken dream? Those around him can hear a man weep, but who can hear the sigh of a broken dream?
लेकिन सपना अगर टूट जाए तो उसका दर्द कौन सुनेगा, उसकी सिसकी कौन सुनेगा?
Who can hear the sigh of a broken dream? Inner pain stands still at the eyelids. Tears have crystallized on the eyelashes. Inner pain has surfaced from the heart.
आंसू बह नहीं रहे, पलकों पर ठिठके हुए, हृदय को चीर कर पीड़ा आई है.
His heart was delighted when the Bharatiya Janata Party was formed. He saw the dawn of a new era and poetry burst forth from his lips. Fresh voices spring from broken stars. Newborn plants pierce through stone. Gone is the night of the nightingale's song. As a new dawn breaks out in the east, a new song springs from my lips. It is commonly believed that a good writer cannot be a good orator, or that a good orator cannot write effectively. But Ataljee is specially blessed by the goddess of learning. He is an effective speaker and writer. Lakhs gather to hear him speak, and even his political opponents admit that he is a compelling speaker. I was first elected to Parliament in 1957. I was elected on behalf of the opposition. I have never worked under pressure from anyone. Who would support me if I worked under pressure? Everyone knows that I cannot work under pressure. The world opposed our attainment of nuclear capability, but we never caved in.
तो फिर मेरा दल और मेरे मित्र दल मेरा समर्थन क्यों कर रहे हैं? इसका औचित्य क्या है? वो जानते हैं कि मैं दबाव में काम नहीं करता. संसार का विरोध मोल लेकर हमने अणु परीक्षण किया, किसी दबाव में हम नहीं आए.
Many are elected to Parliament, but very few reach the parliamentary heights that Ataljee has attained. A master of oratory, Ataljee has often been conferred with the honor of being the best parliamentarian of the year. Political divisions should not be communal or caste-based. No dialogue or discussion should be needed to bridge the divide. We have not created the dangers that envelop the nation. We have supported the government whenever it needed our support.
और ये संकट हमने पैदा नहीं किए. जब जब कभी आवश्यकता पड़ी, संकटों के निराकरण में हमने उस समय की सरकार की मदद की है.
It is not easy to run a coalition government consisting of 24 parties, but Ataljee has made a success of it. He is as large-hearted as the head of any joint family. I swear by God that I shall remain steadfast to the Constitution of India. He is an enlightened political leader who prefers to look at only the merits of his colleagues. He resolves all conflicts with his keen understanding and large-hearted generosity, and thus runs the coalition government with great success. From the north to the south, from the east to the west, Ataljee is among the rare political leaders who has received support and love from all over the country. A country which seeks to guard its independence and honor cannot survive in the International Committee of Nations without creating around itself a protective coat of strength and security. The Pokhran II tests, which gave India nuclear capability, were carried out with this philosophy in mind. But the enhancement of strength does not mean losing the ideals of peace. India's poet laureate Dinkar once said, "Forgiveness befits the cobra with venom. Who bothers about the toothless, venomless serpent?" This was the philosophy which made Ataljee announce India's commitment to peace in spite of it being a strong nation. For the last 50 years, India is committed to international peace, equality and justice for all, to be achieved through world disarmament. In spite of its avowed commitment to peace, the nations of the world put India to test. America announced economic sanctions, but Ataljee refused to be cowed down. He put across his point with such diplomatic eloquence that the then American President Bill Clinton was compelled to visit India and praise its peace efforts. For Ataljee, it was a diplomatic coup. Ataljee is a frank and fearless leader with a clear, transparent vision. It is this transparency which gives him the courage to stand up to the combined strength of the world's superpowers. We must take a firm political stand to fight terrorism. We must stand up to those who categorize terrorism, justifying it in one corner of the earth while condemning it in another. To them we ask, what are the root causes for the terror of September 11?
जो लोग ये तर्क पेश करते हैं वे ये बताएं कि 11 सितंबर की बर्बरतापूर्ण कार्रवाई के मूल कारण क्या थे.
There is often a difference between philosophy and practice, but Ataljee practices what he preaches. His love for Hindi is remembered not only in India but also abroad. Honorable President, the world as one family is an ancient concept. We in India have always believed that the concept of the world as one family is more important than the power of the state. For me, the honor and progress of the common man is of utmost importance. Honorable President, there is a deep bond between peace, security and development. Here I would like to repeat Rabindranath Tagore's words. No nation today can progress and prosper in isolation. It must first think of the world's welfare before it can think of its own security and development.
की परवाह न करते हुए निर्णय लेता है तो वह नए युग के अंतर्बोध के बिल्कुल विपरीत होगा और न ही वह शांत से जी सकता है। अब से आगे प्रत्येक राष्ट्र को अपनी निजी सुरक्षा तथा विकास के लिए पूरे विश्व के कल्याण के लिए जूझना होगा।
Working at the highest level does not merely mean the effective implementation of excellent administration. It implies an acid test of one's personality on the international stage. More so when the nation aspires to be one of the leading countries of Asia. If the world today looks hopefully at Ataljee to bring about peace and prosperity in the region, then it is primarily due to the esteem that he enjoys in the world community. Former American President Bill Clinton, American President George W. Bush, Russian President Vladimir Putin, British Prime Minister Tony Blair, former Chinese Prime Minister Xu Rongche, French President Jacques Chirac, South African leader Nelson Mandela, Afghanistan's President Hamid Karzai, Nepalese King Gyanendra, Sri Lankan President Chandrika Kumaratulla, Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, Bangladesh's Prime Minister Khaleda Zia, Maldives President Mamoon Abdul Gayoom. Ataljee is one of today's unique leaders with tremendous foresight. Ataljee's foresight has given India progressive schemes and policies which have made the nation proud in the international community. He has united India both geographically and emotionally. It is his foresight which has resulted in the Prime Minister's Rural Road Scheme, which has converted rural pathways into concrete roads, and also joined the country with 4- and 6-lane highways. The telecommunications revolution, the primary education mission, the construction of 60 lakh new houses after independence, taking radio and television to the remotest corners of the country. These are among the development programs Ataljee has implemented.
It has strengthened communications to remote rural areas. It provides a continuous weather watch and advance warning about cyclones. By connecting advanced areas of the country with underdeveloped and remote locations, the INSET network helps to reduce the urban-rural divide and to deliver the fruits of development to all.
A person can be a good leader, a good actor. He can be a good administrator, a good executive. He can be a good artist, a good raconteur. But above all, he has to be a good human being. Ataljee is not only a good human being, but also an honest one. He has truly imbibed the concept of the world as one family. That is why he has a great love for cats and dogs. He is also comfortable with children and young people. Whether he is among friends or the common people of India, he comes across as a rare human being. The unique warmth of his personality ultimately makes Ataljee a great human presence amongst us. I refuse to accept defeat, or bow my head, I write or erase my own fate. A new song springs from my lips. On his birthday, the people of India wish him a long and successful life.